America you may recall, the wasteland will be a distrustful place, full of unsavory characters and few morals. Earning the trust of your fellow man is an often overlooked key to survival. One way to prove your trustworthiness is through fair commercial exchange. Your renowned charisma will enable more favorable bartering. Don't get greedy now. Use your charismatic nature to negotiate your way out of tense moments. Having friends is always of value. How else do I find friends, you may wonder? You may find an impromptu cocktail hour helps to ease social stress. Your charisma will help you avoid the perils of addiction, but not the immediate effects of drink. So practice moderation, or you'll find out who your real friends are the hard way. You will find that even wild animals can be charmed by your charisma. Looks like you've found a new pal. Oh, don't get carried away there, big fella. So you see, taking the charismatic approach is more than just good manners. Working with man's best friend into more loyal companions will convincing others to act on your behalf and regularly study your Vault-Tec provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting.
Took care of
across
those
the
ghouls
Commonwealth.
that were giving you trouble.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
You did? That's great news. Fella, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude and our support.
It's 3 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Got it.
We see your smoke, General. Preparing to fire for effect.
Satisfera quoi en pièces?
Who's there?
stupid.
This is Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 7 a.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news. Fella, okay.
We're locked onto your target. It's about to get really hot over there.
Building shot at. Enemy unknown. Done. You should wash your hands after this. It can be unsafe to animal disease.
Made it. This time.
Fire mission complete. Signing off.
We are unstoppable!
Find him!
Come on! Let's fly! Go ahead and hide, little bleeder! entering.
Nitera Aslan, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my
This is Ferris. It's been 2 hours since the Paladin left. My leg. I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery. Brandis, if you get this, I hope you made it back to Aslan in time. There was nothing you could do for me. Get to the bunker up north. You'll survive. That's all that matters.
Hold up, Knight. Let me make one thing clear. When I give you a...
Perfect.
Good. The Brotherhood, we've dispatched a number of reconnaissance. The previous team was dispatched.
Uh-huh. They knew the risk.
They did. Your orders are to search for...
Understood.
Their insertion point was in the hill. Monitor your radio for... Acquire a signal, and you should be able to trace it back to its source. That's all, Knight.
Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
It's fused solid. This one too. What happened here? Useless.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Barnum, report.
Won't be able to pick this.
Horse down 5%! Double the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it! Asplin set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
there was a whole lot less of that.
Brandis.
Freeze. One more step and I'll blow your damn head off. Who are you? Who sent you? How did you get in here?
Easy, Paladin. I'm with the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood? No, it can't be. They're too far away. They wouldn't send you, would they? Let's say I believe you. How did you find me?
I followed the distress beacons left by your team. Their holotapes led me here.
The others? What?
They're dead, Paladin.
You... I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but I'd hoped. You've been through a lot to find me. I should give you something. I've collected a lot over the years. Technology, odds and ends. If you see anything...
The Brotherhood needs you.
I can't.
Sure. No one knows the Commonwealth better than you.
I've been here too long.
Uh-huh. The Brotherhood will honor the memory.
Unless I go back, their sacrifices, everything we went through, it'll be forgotten. I can't let that happen. I'll do it. For them. All right, I'll get my... Thank you.
Right.
Brotherhood of Steel Recon Team 429 Alpha. Final report. Our mission has failed. 6 hours after insertion, my company was ambushed. We lost 5 knights and exhausted our power armor reserves. We scuttled the armor to prevent looting, then retreated under fire, abandoning our supplies. I was separated from the 2 remaining members of my team within a week. Both are missing. Status unknown. I'd hoped to rendezvous with them at our holdout bunker and seek a means of escape from the Commonwealth. But no one has come. No one has come.
Monsieur, may I borrow you for a moment?
Go on.
I've spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far, and my self-diagnostics have come to a grim conclusion. It is not lack of data or lack of collaboration which stifles my scientific progress. The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
Sounds premature. You've only just begun.
I have learned enough to recognize my fundamental limitations. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities. They have had a spark. This elusive inspiration is something I must possess.
So, how are you gonna do that?
If I am to advance my understanding of medicine in this strange world, I must embark on a great adventure. I must become human, or as close as I can. I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
Is that even possible?
Who is to say? There were great advances made before the war in cognition and memories. Surely there is someone who can help, or at least point us in the right direction. If you find someone, a brain surgeon, an artificial intelligence programmer, or someone who is an expert in matters of the head, please bring me to them.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kelly ended up...
Report, Knight.
Report on what?
The missing recon team. Have you learned what happened to them?
I've completed my investigation into the missing recon team. Paladin Brandis was the only survivor.
Brandis? What happened to him?
I convinced him to return to the Brotherhood.
Well done. It may be difficult for him to adjust to life in the Brotherhood again, but his experience should serve us well. Very well. Is there anything else?
Do you want their holotape?
Thank you. I'll see that they make...
That's all.
I'll prepare. In the meantime... This was no easy mission, Knight. Now, I have a more pressing... I've received reports that supplies have been disappearing.
If so, that's a serious...
That's what worries. I want you. Report to Knight. Beyond that...
Uh-huh. Yes, sir.
I expect results.
I always suspected there was something weird about Paladin X.
Can we see the old State House? Maybe they have the tourist brochure.
I heard you walked that freedom trail. It's 3.
I heard about your signal interceptor. Now that you've found the Institute, I hope you do the right thing.
Doctor, my friend here needs your help.
Oh? I'm not a mechanic. What could she possibly want from me?
Oh, this doctor can help me? Greetings, doctor. I wish to download my data and core programming into a human brain.
You want what? Is she serious?
Can you do it or not?
I won't even consider something like this unless there's a good reason.
I was programmed to further our studies of disease, pathogens, and viruses. I cannot do this with the fundamental limitations of my robotic systems. If I become human, with the wealth of information in my databanks, I hope to do much good for the Commonwealth.
A pre-war robot with your knowledge and skills, plus human cognition. Yes, you could potentially save many lives. It's an interesting problem. The memories wouldn't be hard. We translate those from the brain to computers and back all the time here. It's how the loungers work. Her personality, though. All the extra pieces of robotic, programmed decision-making. A normal organic brain wouldn't know what to do with them. A synth brain, on the other hand, well, it's already somewhere between the two.
So it is possible, then?
Likely, even. We just need a synth. And I may be able to help with that. I've worked on synths before. Giving them memory wipes so they can live a life free of the Institute. But the procedure isn't always successful. If something goes wrong, it can leave them in a brain-dead state. Living, but with no cognition. I know a caretaker for one of these brain-dead synths. If they're willing, we could try transferring your friend's consciousness into her.
I'd like to try.
We just need her caretaker's consent. Give me a day to get in contact with them. They're understandably cautious, but I think they'll hear me out.
I will stay with the doctor. Assuming all goes well, I want to be ready for the procedure.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, work.
I hear you.
It's rough in the best. You ever listen to the Silver Show?
Uh-huh. My family and I used to listen to...
You mean when they first...
I was in...
Oh man, that's amazing!
Wasn't he...
Yeah, that's the one. Boy, if you just woke up.
It seems like people are finally...
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here, we got a ways to go. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming... I got a plan to bring him to life.
Good on you for trying to make...
I just have to do something. I've built my own custom... But to make this work, and they actually got one here...
I might do it, if you make it...
I can give you some caps up front.
As it happens.
There she is. Pretty as the... And memorabilia, too.
Here you go.
After all, I'm just not Silver...
Come on. Don't sell yourself.
I got a better idea. You up for being the Silver Shroud?
If I go along with...
If it'll get you to help, sure.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. Here's... some calling cards, I guess. Time to fight crime!
And talk about Vault 81. Some problem there you were caught up in?
So, you're the one that wants to put a robot brain in G519? You know she's a synth. We're supposed to protect them.
Glory, she wanted new memories. She knew her personality would be... These are just different memories. Perhaps better ones.
I don't know. Maybe I should just let her go.
Her sacrifice will give someone else the gift of life.
I think she'd like that. Fine. Do it. Do it now, before I change my mind.
Curie, let's begin.
I should see this through.
Terminate all non-essential operations. All right. Connection complete. I have access to your friend's memories. G5's already been prepped, so this shouldn't take long. Yes. There.
My chest... What is happening?
Just breathe. It's an autonomic function. Just let your body do what it must.
I feel so strange.
Listen to me. Can you hear me? What is your name?
My designation is Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer. Or Curie.
That's promising.
Good. Very good. Now let's test some cognitive functions. What is 1 plus 2?
3.
If I threw a baseball at your head, what would you do?
Move.
Think of a strong memory. The first that comes to mind. Tell me about it.
Dr. Barrow was very old. He was the last living scientist in my section of Vault 81. He was on his bed, very weak. He said to me, "Curie, you must..." And he died before he finished the sentence. Oh, my insides feel peculiar. What is that?
I'm not feeling it, so you tell me.
I have no idea. My chest feels so tight.
The operation appears successful. But I think it will take a lot of adjustment for your new friend. She may need your help to make the transition.
Thank you, Doctor, for this opportunity. I wonder what has happened elsewhere. Is what has befallen the Commonwealth atypical, less extreme, more?
Hi.
Remember, to breathe. I keep thinking if I forget to do this, no more Curie. And suddenly, all this excitement we do, there is an element of something new. What if my arm is blown off? It is not so simple to repair this now.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe.
That makes me feel better. Calm. I will be fine. It is coming to me. Quickly, I hope. Just bear with me. I am sure my research will blossom with this magnificent new hardware.
Listen.
I wonder if the data I'm collecting will serve...
I heard about your signal interceptor. Now that you've found the Institute, I hope you do the right thing.
case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear. And then Travis...
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to...
Let's see what you have.
Each weapon tested...
These appear worthless. Surely we can leave that behind.
Hey.
May I be of assistance?
Intriguing. Starting recording.
Thank you. It's... like I can finally think straight.
I think the cars need some repair. Maybe check the engine?
Adjusting internal bayonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Prydwen, what do you think? Get back here on the double.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Danse. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
Body's not even cold, and you're already dividing the loot?
To the victor go the spoils. Being a part of the Brotherhood, you should learn to appreciate that sentiment. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers, and I trust you won't disappoint them. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
No rest for the weary.
We'll rest when the Institute is a smoking ruin. Until then, Elder Maxon and I expect you to be at your best. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Fine, but it hardly seems worth our time.
The Railroad may not appear to be a threat. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, to that end, here's...
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing with...
Yes. It's quite disappointing that you allowed them to proceed. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental... They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine. They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate. If you could use this holotape to... I'm certain we could put Pam's...
I'll try to get it back.
Good.
Right.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North. They'll provide demolition ad Victoriam.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Your promotion was well-deserved, Paladin.
place is really coming together, huh?
Hey.
Do you need
can't take all
something
the
from me? I would be delighted to.
Need something?
Heads up.
What do you want? Yes?
Your thoughts?
At least dance is free. But this whole attitude about sins.
Your thoughts?
Please, let me see and scan as many indigenous life forms as possible. It is, of course, for science.
That's all for now.
As you say.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the...
Attention. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical... Attention all Brotherhood soldiers. If you have not yet received your Squire mentorship assignment, please come see me on the bridge. Repeat, if you have not received your mentorship assignment, please report to the bridge. That is all.
Magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Uh-huh. Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone. Listen, I didn't have a chance. I want you to have my old gun.
Thank you, Paladin.
It's not exactly right. I'm not sure I still have, but I'll give it time.
Heads up.
You need something, yes? Do you need something?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
As you wish.
Look alive.
What do you?
Over here.
Yes. At once.
Look alive.
Do you need something from me?
Wait there.
I will wait. It is safe.
Come on.
Yes?
We've got trouble.